Facebook's refusal to continue paying for Australian news content has been branded a matter of national security by a whistleblower with inside knowledge of how the tech company works. There's now growing concern that Facebook could be filled with dangerous, unchecked content that is bad for democracy. And this is all part of a Sky News special, Tech Tyrants, Facebook's War on Australia, that airs tonight.
Frances Haugen blew the whistle on Facebook in 2021 because she believed the tech giant was prioritising profit over people. She's concerned it's doing the same thing again in refusing to negotiate a new deal to pay for the Australian news which is posted on its platforms.
We need to treat this as a national security issue. We need to be deciding where does that balance of power lie? Do Australians have a voice in governing how their online communities are run?
Nearly 2 weeks ago, Aussie news bosses were told Facebook wouldn't renew the deals they signed with news companies in 2021. If Facebook is forced to pay, there's concern it will block Australian news altogether, as it's done in Canada, creating space for dangerous misinformation to thrive.
As the market rewards them when they get more capital efficient, even if that comes at the cost of public safety.
From children targeted by abuse to foreign governments undermining democracy.
We have seen over and over again, both in the Ukraine war and in the Israel-Hamas conflict, that information warfare is now one of the critical fronts in any conflict. It costs very little money compared to bombs or an invasion to attack a society using information.
Having long benefited, Facebook, or Meta as its parent company is now known, claims people no longer come to its platforms for news, they come to connect. But in refusing to obey Australia's laws, experts warn it raises serious questions about how powerful tech companies can become and their role in a civil society when all others are governed by the rule of law. Stephen Sheila is the former chief executive of the Aussie arm of the company. He believes its founder, Mark Zuckerberg, has too much power.
Even though he's a very smart individual, I'm concerned that he's living in a bit of a bubble. It's really a first time in history we've had a company of this scale before.
The federal government is determined to drag Meta to the bargaining table, aware it's once again leading a battle for the rest of the world when it comes to who pays for and profits from news content. Those who've called them out before say
it's really a question of what kind of world do you want to live in? Because we know what kind of world Meta will optimize for. It'll be whatever is the least amount of effort they can do to continue bringing in massive profits.
Jonathan Lee, Sky News.